Hello guys, hello my beautiful people in the house. We are going to take back our country. You see that country, Nigeria? The devil like it or not, we will take it back. That country was good. The politicians, they will not continue to be using us, sitting on top of our head, manipulating the resources we have in that country, carrying our money to the foreign countries to build their economy. Enough is enough. Then the people, we are the masses, that we don't have that money to go to abroad to study, to go to abroad for medical health, to go to abroad for better life. Those that don't have that money to afford it, we that don't have that money to afford it, we must fight for our country to be better. We must fight to get back our country so that we will not be struggling when we are sick. We will not be struggling when we are hungry. We have to take back our country. So, my people, today, our president has come out to Agbado Master, has come out to address the nation. God, and in everything he said, oh my God, he never talked anything about security. He never talked anything about the protest, what people are demanding from him, So guys, before we continue this video, let's listen to our honorable president. Yay!
Contrary to the promise of protest organizers that the protest will be peaceful across the country, the destruction of properties set us back as a nation, as scarce resources will be again used to restore them. I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died and the protest. We must stop further bloodshed, violence and destruction. As the president of this country, I must ensure public order in line with the constitutional oath to protect the lives and property of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear this nation apart. Under the circumstances, I hereby enjoin protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protest and create room for dialogue, which I have always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. Nigeria requires all hands on deck and need us all, regardless of age, party, tribe, religion, or other divides, to work together, reshaping our destiny as a nation. To those who have taken undue advantage of this situation to threaten any section of this country, be warned. The law will catch up with you. There is no place for ethnic bigotry or such threats in the Nigeria we seek to build. Our democracy progresses when the constitutional rights of every Nigerian are respected and protected. Our law enforcement agencies should continue to ensure full protection of life and properties of innocent citizens in a responsible manner. My vision for our country is one of a just and prosperous nation where each person may enjoy the peace, freedom, and meaningful livelihood that only democratic good governance can provide. One that is open, transparent, and accountable to the Nigerian people. For decades, our economy has remained anemic and taken a dip because of many misalignments that have stunted our growth. Just over a year ago, our dear country, Nigeria, reached a point where we couldn't afford to continue the use of temporary solutions to solve long-term problems for the sake of now and our unborn generations. I therefore took the painful yet necessary decision to remove fuel subsidy and abolish multiple foreign exchange system, which had constituted a noose around the economic jugular of our nation and impede our economic development and progress. These actions block the greedy and the profit that smugglers and rent seekers made. They also block the undue subsidy we had extended to our neighboring countries to the detriment of our people, rendering our economy prostrate. These decisions are made were necessary if we must reverse the decades of economic mismanagement that didn't serve us well. Yes, I agree, the buck stops on my table, but I can assure you that I am focused fully on delivering the governance to the people, good governance for that matter. In the past 14 months, our government has made significant strides in rebuilding the foundation of our economy to carry us into a future of plenty and abundance. On the physical side, aggregate government revenue has more than doubled, hitting over 9.1 trillion naira in the first half of 2024, compared to the first half of 2023, due to our efforts at blocking leakages, introducing automation, and mobilizing funds creatively without additional burden on the people. Productivity is gradually increasing in the non-oil sector, reaching new levels and taking advantage of the opportunities in our current economic ambience. My dear brothers and sisters, we have come this far, coming from a place where our country spent 97% of all our revenue on debt service. We have been able to reduce that to 68% in the last 13 months. We have also cleared legitimate outstanding foreign exchange obligations of about 5 billion without any adverse impact on our programs. This has given us more financial freedom and room to spend more money on you, our citizens, to fund essential social services like education and healthcare. It has also led to our state and local government receiving highest allocation ever in our country's history from the Federation account. We have also embarked on major infrastructure projects across the country. We are working to complete inherited projects critical to our economic prosperity, including roads, bridges, railways, power, and oil and gas development. Notably, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway projects will open up 16 connecting states, creating thousands of jobs and boosting economic output through trade, tourism, and cultural integration. Our once declining oil and gas industry is experiencing a resurgence on the back of the reforms I announced in May 2024 to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act. Last month, we increased our oil production to 1.61 million barrels per day, and our gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. Investors are coming back, And we have already seen 2 foreign direct investments signed over $500 million since then. Fellow Nigerians, we are a country blessed with both oil and gas resources, but we met a country that had been dependent solely on oil-based petrol, neglecting its gas resources to power the economy. We were also using our hard-earned foreign exchange to pay for and subsidize the use. To address this, we immediately launched our compressed natural gas initiative, CNG, to power our transportation economy and bring us down. This will save over 2 trillion naira a month being used to import PMS and AGO and free up our resources for more investment in healthcare and education. To this end, we'll be distributing 1 million kits of extremely low or no cost to commercial vehicles that transport people and goods and who currently consume 80% of imported PMS and AGO. We have started the distribution of conversion kits and setting up of conversion centers across the country in conjunction with the private sector. We believe that this CNG initiative will reduce transportation costs by approximately 60% and help to curb inflation. Our administration has shown its commitment to the youth by setting up the student loan scheme. To date, 45.6 billion has already been processed for payment to students and their respective institutions. I encourage more of our vibrant youth population to take advantage of this opportunity. We established the Consumer Credit Corporation with over 200 billion to help Nigerians to acquire essential products without the need for immediate cash payment, making life easier for millions of households. This will consequently reduce corruption and eliminate cash and opaque transactions. This week, I ordered the release of an additional 50 billion naira, each for NEL Fund, the student loan, and Credit Corporation for the proceeds of crime recovered by the EFCC. Additionally, we have secured $620 million under the Digital and Creative Enterprises, IDICE, a program to empower our young people, creating millions of IT and technical jobs that will make them globally competitive. This program, including the 3 million technical talent scheme, unfortunately, one of digital centers was vandalized during the protests in Kano. What a shame. In addition, we have introduced the Skill Up Artisans Program, SUPER, the Nigerian Youth Academy, NIA, and the National Youth Talent Export Program, NATEP. Also, more than 570 billion has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens, while 600,000 nano businesses have benefited from our nano grants. An additional 400,000 more nano businesses are expected to benefit. Furthermore, 75,000 beneficiaries have processed to receive our 1 million micro and small business single-digit interest loans starting this month. We have also built 10 MSME hubs within the past year, created 240,000 jobs through them, and 5 more hubs are in progress, which will be ready by October this year. Payments of 1 billion each also have been made to large manufacturers under our single-digit loan to boost manufacturing output and stimulate growth. I signed the national minimum wage into law last week, and the lowest earning worker will now earn at least 70,000 naira a month. 6 months ago in Kasana, Abuja, I inaugurated the first phase of our ambitious housing initiative, the Renew Hope City and Estate. This project is the first of 6 we have planned across the nation's geopolitical zones. Each of these cities will include a minimum of 1,000 housing units, with Kasana itself set to deliver 3,212 units. In addition to this city project, we are also launching the Renew Hope Estate in every state, each comprising 500 housing units. Our goal is to complete a total of 100,000 housing units over the next 3 years. This initiative is not only about providing homes, but also about creating thousands of jobs across the nation, as well as stimulating economic growth. We are providing incentives to farmers to increase food production at affordable prices. I have directed that tariffs and other import duties should be removed on rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, and drugs, and other pharmaceutical medical supplies for the next 6 months, in the first instance, to help drive down the prices. I have been meeting with our governors and key ministers to accelerate food production. We've distributed fertilizers. Our target is to cultivate more than 10 million hectares of land to grow what we eat. The federal government will provide all necessary incentives for this initiative, whilst the state provide the land, which will put millions of our people to work and further increase food production. In the past few months, we have also ordered mechanized farming equipment, such as tractors and planters, worth billions of naira from the United States, Belarus, and Brazil. I can confirm to you that the equipment is on the way. My dear Nigerians, especially our youths, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive this protest, and I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens. But we must not let violence and destruction tear our nation apart. We must work together to build a brighter future where every Nigerian can live with dignity and prosperity. The task before us is a collective one, and I am leading the charge as your president. A lot of work has gone into stabilizing our economy, and I must stay focused on ensuring that the benefits reached every single Nigerian as we promised. My administration is working very hard to improve and expand our national infrastructure and create more opportunities for our young people. Let nobody misinform and miseducate you about your country or tell you that your government does not care about you. Although there have been many dashed hopes in the past, we are in a new era of renewed hope. We are working hard, and the result will soon be visible and concrete for everyone to see, feel, and enjoy. Let us work together to build a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. Let's choose hope over fear, unity over division, and progress over stagnation. The economy is recovering. Please, don't shut out this oxygen. Now that we have been enjoying democratic governance for 25 years, do not let the extremists of enemies of democracy use you to promote an unconstitutional agenda that will set us back on our democratic journey. Forward ever, backward never. In conclusion, security operatives should continue to maintain peace, law, and order in our country, following the necessary Convention on Human Rights, to which Nigeria is a signatory. The safety and security of all Nigerians are paramount. Thank God and thank you for your attention. And may God continue to bless our great nation. Thank you very much.
Beautiful people, you have heard and you have watched the speech of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes. So he has promised Nigerians a lot of things, and he has also listed what he has done in his regime. 1 year. He's been in office now for 1 year. Yes. So I don't know if you guys are satisfied, because this man said he has removed fuel subsidy. And to my own understanding, before you remove fuel subsidy, you have to make provision for the poor masses. In a country like Nigeria, that there is no steady electricity. In Nigeria, there is some places you will live in that country for 3 months, you will not see light. And the first thing you have to know in a country, the development of a country, first of all, is electricity. Because a lot of business owners in that country, they are using light, they are using light to empower their businesses. People like, like small scale businesses, like people of like that have salons, all this welders, people that sells like all these fish things, freezing foods. They use light, and you just rush to remove fuel subsidy. How are you expecting those petty business to grow? How can you, because they use fuel to grow their businesses? How much fuel did you think, like somebody that have salon, somebody that have a cold room, somebody that have a welding company, how did you expect that kind of person to buy a liter of fuel for 1,000 naira? What gain is that person going to make out of his business? You went, you rush, you remove fuel subsidy without making provisions for your citizens, and you have come out now to address the nation that you are making preparation to people. You have provide fertilizer. You have done this. You have done that for the poor masses, ordinary people in the street of Nigeria. How many people? How many farmers? How many farmers are benefiting from this fertilizer you provide? And I have listened to this man, speech. This man never mentioned anything concerning insecurity. When you go to north, you go to north, farmers over there, they cannot go out to farm. And we know that things like tomatoes, cucumber, all these vegetables come from north. Groundnut come from north. They cannot even go out now to farm because of insecurity. But this man never make mention of anything insecurity. Second, he said he has provided that is a student loan. So my question is that I will still continue to be saying this anytime I sit here to talk about this. You provide student loan, okay. No employment in a country that there is no employment. And Mr. President, the people that graduated, that they are in the street of Nigeria, many of them are driving Okada, many of them are driving keke, many of them are driving taxi. You don't provide employment for those ones. You are you are signing student loan for them to do what? After the school, where will they get money to pay back the loan? Where there is no job. And let's even talk about, he has signed the student loan now. And trust Nigeria. I trust that country. The people that are in charge of that student loan, before you get that loan, the money you will spend, it will even be times 3 of that loan you are getting from government. I know that country very well. Just imagine, I watched a video when they sit down here, the Minister of Information sat down and said they have provided trucks of rice. I watched a video in Edo State where the truck of rice, they took it, they hit it, and they didn't share it for people. The next thing they will do, they will rebrand that box of rice and start selling it out to that same people. There is a place you can go and buy rice 40,000 naira. My question is that all these government officials, are they buying that rice, that 40,000 naira rice? You have provided a minimum wage of 70,000 naira. All these government officials, are they going to be getting 70,000 naira as minimum wage? Okay, wage, I don't know. My God, this, I don't really know what to say. So he has made provision for education and health care sectors. Mr. President, in which country did you make provision for healthcare and education? The education that you have increased tuition fee, is that the way to make provision for education? You went and increased tuition fee. How many people with the 70,000 naira minimum wage, and you went over and increased tuition fee for students? So when would they see that money and pay for the tuition fee you increase? You say you have made provision for healthcare sector. You have made provision for healthcare sector. My question is that, how many government officials, in which place, in which state did you make provision for this healthcare sector? I want to know, because please, my people, if you know anything, please educate me in the comment section, because I don't know. That is why I'm asking. In which country and in which state? We just, last week, a news just came that Ifeanyi Oba died in UK. Does it mean if Nigeria has a good hospital, Ifeanyi Oba would not go to UK? He will go to hospital in Nigeria to take care of himself. If Mr. President is sick today, he will go to France to take care of himself. Any of his ministers, any of his cabinet, any of his people that are sick today, they will go out of the country to take care of themselves. And this man said he has made provision for healthcare sector. He has made provision for education. And my question is that how many of these government or your followers or your cabinet or your ministers, their children are studying in Nigeria? How many of them? And you say you have made a provision. That is, this man, you are not just serious. You are not serious. People are hungry. People are hungry. You have to make provision for foodstuff to come down. Bags of rice, bags of beans. People cannot afford tomatoes in the market anymore. That is why people came out to protest. They said they are hungry. You cannot come here and stand and start counting what you have done, what you will continue to do. You have dealt with the debt. You have serviced the debt that you made, and you have serviced the debt that you made, but you are still borrowing. Are you borrowing to pay the debt, or I don't understand? Okay, you borrow to pay the old debt. Then when the next person comes, he will borrow and pay your own debt. Nah, man. You see these people, they are Nigeria. They are not serious. But my own is that this time around, enough is enough. We know that anytime things happen like this to come out to protest, the policemen, they will be buying innocent citizens that didn't do them anything. I've seen a lot of video when police are putting tear gas, throwing tear gas at people, armless people that are just holding placards. Police are throwing tear gas on them. I even saw a very dark man. He went out, they poured tear gas on him. And this man is coming here. What we are out to protect, what we are out to protect, this man is coming here to tell us that he has made provision for good roads. Which good road? Electricity. Hey, nah, man, I don't understand. Is it the tariff, electricity tariff that he increased in Lagos? He has made provision. Which electricity? The one that he increased that a poor man cannot afford? Is it the one you make provision? After you say you make provision for education and you increase tuition fee, you make provision for electricity and you increase electricity tariff, and you say you make a provision for good road. Where is the good road, my people? Is it you have made a railway, you have made good a railway, this, that. Lagos Calabar Road. Is that what people want? People say they are hungry. We are hungry, Mr. President. We are hungry. We want you to bring food stuff down. We want things to be good. We want employment in the country. When you good and fine and good that you sign student loan, but the problem is that how many people can get that loan? How many children can get that loan? I trust you. Even the loan, before you get it, you will do like this before you can get that loan. But what with 70,000 minimum wage, fine and good. But what would 70,000 afford in Nigeria right now? Hi. So he has said a lot too. He even said that he has put money, put 1 million. Every petty trader, like small business scale, should get 1 million loan to boost their business. My people, very, very good and fine. Everything he said is good and fine. You understand? But the problem is that how many people how many people will get that money? Is it not Nigeria that I know who know man? How many people will get that loan? You go now to apply for that loan, you can never, as far as you don't have anybody in that caban, as far as you don't have anybody in that office, nobody will give you that loan. Is it not Nigeria that I know? Common food, something like food, they are still hiding it, rebranding it to sell to people. Come and talk of money. They will count money like this and give to you. Nigeria, these people, these wicked people. The only thing I see here, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not serious. He's not ready. This is not what we wanted. You have addressed very good and fine, but you didn't say anything we wanted. The insecurity matter, you did not say about it. The hunger in the land, you did not talk about it. You cannot go to Nigeria now and have peace. Anyway, my people, you have heard everything he has listed. Please, guys, if you people know anywhere Bola Ahmed Tinubu has built a new hospital, good hospital, standard hospital for the masses, for the poor people to go there and take treatment if they are sick, please, guys, comment in the comment section, or maybe I don't know. You guys know that maybe it's not everything person with no, maybe I don't know, because he has said it that he has made a provision for good hospitals, education. But the only thing I know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu increased student. What did it increase? He increased tuition fee. That is what I know. Yes, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is the only place I know concerning the education. He increased student tuition fee for this good road and so on and so forth. The electricity, I know that he increased also electricity tariff when he entered office newly. So I don't know where all this thing is coming in. I don't know. So my people, you people have heard or you have watched everything very much. If you have watched to this time, I really appreciate every one of you. Please share, subscribe, like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.